Morning, guys. We're in Revelation chapter 22 verse 12, and it says, "Behold, I am coming quickly, and my reward is with me to render to every man according to what he has done." And just that first part, that Jesus is coming quickly, we know that the world and people grow tired and they mock the fact and they think, oh, Jesus is not coming. But the word of God is clear that we are in the last days and we need to expect Jesus at any time. We need to be ready for him. And so in Mark chapter 13, I just want to read extract from that, verse 33. "Be on your guard, keep awake. You do not know when the time will come. It is like a man going off on a journey, when he leaves his home and puts his servants in charge, each with his work, and commands the doorkeepers to stay awake. Therefore stay awake, for you do not know when the master of the house will come, in the evening, or at midnight, or when the rooster crows, or in the morning, lest he come suddenly and find you asleep. And when I say to you, I say to all, stay awake." And so that's very much the theme from scriptures. There's different analogies with the virgins and the oils, and many examples where we always need to be ready. We can't be complacent. We always need to be checking our hearts, our lives. We don't want Jesus to come back and find us in the middle of some sin or whatever. We need to be waiting. We need to have our eyes fixed on him. And then he says, "And my reward is with me." And we know that he's coming to judge. Every single person will be judged in that respect, and some will be judged to be thrown into hell, and some will be in heaven. And those that go to heaven will be judged for their works. And so it's important that we know he's coming. We know he's coming with rewards. And so let's be busy about his business. Let's make sure that even now, what we are up to or is about God's kingdom, and those rewards we will receive, and they'll last forever. So think of it like an investment. A small little bit of time you have left on earth now is investing, a huge investment for eternity. In 1 Corinthians 3 verse 13 it says, "Each one's work will be manifest, for the day will disclose it, because it will be revealed by fire, and the fire will test what sort of work each one has done. If the work has that anyone has built on foundation survives, he'll receive a reward." And so basically, we don't want to be around doing stuff that is fruitless, that's just going to be burnt up with fire. We've got to make sure that we're building with things that have eternal value and that will last forever and ever. The next verse I just want to quickly touch on is verse 13. "I am the Alpha and the Omega, the first and the last, the beginning and the end." And we have done this in chapter 1, but as we said earlier in chapter 1, that these are the first and last letters of the alphabet, of the Greek alphabet. And it speaks of, back then we were speaking of God's all-knowingness, that he is absolutely from the beginning. He's also eternal. He doesn't have a beginning or end. But there's just an aspect that came through the church yesterday, and there's like the number 26 came up, and there's 26 letters in the English alphabet. And although this is Greek, it speaks of God knowing everything. Every single letter that's been written in Greek in the New Testament is written by God, and everything outside of that God knows. And so he's given us everything within, from the Alpha to Omega in the Greek, knowing of who he is, but he even knows more than that. And so there's nothing that will stop him coming. There's nothing that will stop this judgment. Every single man will stop. He's not going to be caught by surprise. He's predicted this from the beginning. It's certain that he's coming, and so we've got to be ready. There's an urgency. Today is the day of salvation. So I trust that you make sure that you have your eyes fixed on Jesus. Amen.